Previously on Kampung Quest. After the campfire, Merapi is left with only 3 Urbanites. Both camps put theory and concept to the test. In a grueling race, Merapi emerges victorious. A double elimination sees Mikey and James sent home.
Yesterday was my first night in the house. It was like heaven, to be on a bed instead of the hard ground and to be out of the cold. It was just a blessing. I was wondering whether it was an advantage, but I don't think it's a game advantage, but it's just a lot more comfortable and it might affect your mental and physical prowess later on in the day.
Nadia can be a threat of all of us because she's quite tough actually. She do know how to play this game whereby she know how to talk to people and stuff. So I think Nadia will still be able to do it.
Major game changer last night was the double elimination where for some reason Marantau took out one of their biggest physical assets and we took out the other one. So right now we're in a position of substantial power. I'm still quite shocked at their decision. I think strategically it might not have been the best move for them and I would not have done it.
Just the two of us. At one point they're like, oh, all 5 have the space here. Now there's so much space. I know, too much of space. Hopefully the others can move. Inshallah. Hopefully they feel relaxed right now and then we just like, boom, we have too much.
Have you ever had people massage and then they burp a lot?
No.
Like taking out the wind.
Oh.
We really miss our team members. I mean, we only hope that only one
Go off,
but
2 and all.
but 2 went off, and now we're just all girls and
Alone in the dark, outside.
What is sleeping bag? Where's sleeping bag? It's so important, man. You know what? I've been swearing so much in this competition. It's not me. I don't like to swear, but then in this competition, I think everyone.
It's messed up, man.
It's just so messed up. It looks so easy and whatnot, but it's not.
It's cold outside and you have to take cold shower as well. Like, man.
And it's worse when people think that you are weak.
Yeah.
And
We're not
try,
weak.
And they try to take advantage of us not being strong, not being fast.
You show them, man. You show them.
It's crazy like that, seriously, man. I can't believe the other team actually went to us and said like, oh, I'm surprised you voted out your biggest and strongest asset, James.
It's about the team, man.
What the heck, man? Honestly, no matter how strong James was and how close I was to James, I don't think he put us far. I mean, many times, twice, we won the elimination classes because
Of us.
nothing to do with strength, nothing to do with space, just more of a mental thing. Like, see, we work together so well, man. Those boys can't even toe a freaking rough. You know what? I'm gonna sleep for a while. It's gonna be a long day. I don't care when the house.
Yeah, I know, right?
Shit, man, I don't want to take it home. After everything we've been through.
Welcome Merapi, and Merantau. The next few days on Kampung Quest will test you even further. You will take what you have learned so far and apply it in the wilderness without access to structures, water, electricity, or even the basic necessities of kampung life. You will rebuild your kampung life on your own, using the resources abundant in the jungle behind us. Wei Shen, that makes you the only remaining male contestant on Kampung Quest. Definitely physically, you may seem quite intimidating to the four ladies. Cheryl, as one of the strongest performing contestants, how does that sit with you? Does Wei Shen look like a threat?
I think he's physically more fit compared to us.
But as you've seen in the quest before, it's not just physical strength, it's agility, accuracy, resourcefulness. Two girls, the only remaining contestants on Merantau.
I think both of us has what it takes to be, if not equally, but maybe even better than.
I like that. Confidence from Merantau. The game has changed again. Now you are 2 in Merantau, 3 in Merapi. Today, you will unite into one camp. I'll take your buffs and your flags away. There is no more Merapi, no more Merantau. In fact, you guys are now one camp. And from here on out, it is an individual game. Every night, you will be going to campfire. Win the quest and save yourself and further yourself in Kampung Quest. Lose and put yourself on the chopping block for the rest of your new camp to vote off. Your new camp is Merpati. In English, it means dove. How apt that at this point in the game, you form a new camp and the rules of the game are entirely changed. Cheryl, Honey, Wei Shen, Deborah, and Nadia. You are now the new Merpati camp. Behind us is the jungle. Within this jungle are wild boars, leeches, snakes, mouse deer, and possibly a tiger. You will have to work together to establish a new camp for Merpati, but you will also be competing against each other in order to save yourself from campfire and to guarantee yourself a further 1 in 4, 1 in 3, and finally the last 2 remaining contestants of Kampung Quest. Merpati, you will have to move to a remote site and set up a new camp in the wilderness. To help you along, we will provide you with food in the form of sandwiches, provided by Simply Sandwiches, homemade packed lunch in Kuala Lumpur. Everything from here on out is all up to you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Good luck.
Wei Shen is starting to, get into the role of being a leader for the Merpati.
Your foot wet? Oh crap. Can you give me? I want to. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god! What is... Oh my god, we should put it inside the plastic. It's stupid lah. What the heck, man?
It's so hot. Can I eat it now?
Shit, man. My food is all over the place. Sorry. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
great to get out of the city once in a while. So I'm really happy today.
Today was the first time I prayed Zuhur and Asar prayers in the jungle. Yes, it is my first time. And it's okay. I mean, I will pray, and yeah, it's obviously much easier to pray at home. But I think it'll be an experience having to, take the wudu from the river and finding like a dry place to pray.
The nature here is very beautiful. The river looks very clean, the waterfall and everything. I'm glad to see such clear water. I've never really seen that for a while.
Merpati, welcome to the jungle. Your first task for today is to set up shelter using only what is available around you. You'll also have access to bamboo and rope. You must complete this task before sundown. Good luck.
Had to build our shelter for tonight. It was good. So Wei Sheng took the leadership role, and we worked together very well.
Shouldn't we be like tying one end here and then just use the bamboo?
This place is awesome. I love being out in the jungle, especially when there's rivers and waterfalls around. I love it.
We use the canvas and the bamboo to create like a booth or like a shelter place, and we place another canvas on the floor. Merpati is the combination of Merapi and Merantau together, but we are competing against each other this time.
There are 3 old Merapi members. They actually could form an alliance that it's actually hard to break. So that puts me and Deborah on the disadvantage.
Merpati, welcome to your first reward quest out in the wild. Setting up a tent was hard enough. To survive the night will be even harder. We will now test you even further with Chili Champion. In front of you is a pile of chili padi, hot mini chili peppers. On my mark, you will have 90 seconds to finish as many chili padi as you can. The member that finishes the most chili padi in 90 seconds wins a reward. You have been given 1 bottle of water each. Some of you brought even more water to the camp. You are allowed to wash down the chili padi with your water. But remember, we will not be giving you any more, so be wise on how you will use your water. For as long as you stay here, what you have is all you have. You will be playing for a private tent. So the luxurious shelter, apart from the one that you've already built, will be for 1 winner only. In fact, if you win, you will be allowed to choose 1 additional member of Merpati to join you in this fully covered tent. Is that worth playing for?
Yep.
All right. On my mark. 3, 2, 1, go. Weixin still at 1. Time! Finish the chili padi that you have in your mouth. Wei Shen, 1 piece. Deborah, 4 pieces. Cheryl, 6 pieces. Nadia, 12 pieces. Honey, 10 pieces of chili padi. Nadia, you have won Chili Champion. Nadia, you must choose one member of Merpati to join you in the tent. Have you decided who that would be? Who will you choose? Honey. Nadia chooses Honey to share the tent with her. That means Wei Shen, Cheryl, Deborah, you'll be roughing it out in the tent that you've made.
Can you believe it? We come all the way to the jungle just to eat chili padi. Like, I don't even eat chili padi at home, man. Seriously. Come, Wei Shen. Share with us, right? You know, I thought he's like Taekwondo on so cute, right? I think it's really cute. But one only.
Favorite by all.
One chili padi.
Tears, lots of tears.
If James was here, I mean, he would keep me company and would actually help me a lot. So I really wish he was here, but it's no point because I was the one who decided to vote him out yesterday.
Alright Merpati, welcome to the next elimination quest. This is the Sumpit, the traditional Malaysian blowpipe. For today's quest, you will have to shoot the dart into a target behind you, a single leaf. The objective is very simple. Get the dart to hit any part of the leaf. A clean hit means that you progress through the quest. If we go through a round that nobody hits the target, we will repeat that round. If more than one person hits the target, the remaining contestants who are eligible will continue to a second round. Merpati, this is now an individual game. You are all one camp. Every night you will be going to campfire. Win the elimination challenge and you will take yourself off the voting block. No one will be able to vote for you at tonight's campfire. If you win this, you guarantee yourself a 1 in 4 chance to be the champion of Kampung Quest. Wei Shen up first. Wei Shen misses. Cheryl up next. She takes aim. Cheryl also misses the target. Honey takes aim. Honey, not enough power in her breath. It does not even hit the clock. Up next, Nadia. Nadia takes aim. Nadia, if you get this in, you will need Deborah to miss to win. Nadia almost hitting the target. Deborah now has a chance to win the whole thing. If she hits the target, she wins this and will save herself from campfire tonight. Deborah takes aim. Almost hitting the target. Wei Shen hits the target. Should anybody else hit the target, Wei Shen and the successful contestants will go again. Cheryl takes aim. Cheryl also hits the leaf. Honey takes aim. Honey just misses the target slightly to the right. Honey has taken herself out of this quest. Nadia is next. Nadia takes aim. Nadia also misses the target. Deborah, a final chance to join Cheryl and Wei Shen and keep herself in this quest. The longer we wait, the harder it gets as we lose daylight. She aims, she shoots, she also misses, which means that Cheryl and Wei Shen will go into the next round. Wei Shen up first. Wei Shen looks to aim. Wei Wei Shen hits the target. So Cheryl must hit the target in order to stay in the quest. Cheryl just misses the leaf. Wei Shen successfully hits the target. And with that, Wei Shen wins. And so you are safe from campfire tonight. You will still come to campfire and you will still be able to vote somebody out, but nobody can vote for Wei Shen tonight.
For the elimination tonight, I'm most probably going to vote out a big threat. I think Wei Shen, he's a good leader, but I don't think he's a really big threat compared to the other two, which is Honey and Cheryl.
Merpati, welcome to Campfire. Tonight is your first night out of the wooden house and its compounds. You will spend the night in the wilderness. You have built a tent. One of you has in fact won a proper tent and sharing it. Nadia and Honey will be sharing a tent tonight. Deborah, how does that make you feel that she chose Honey over anybody else? Is that a sign of an allegiance?
I don't know what is going on in her head, but I won't judge her choice.
You will not judge a choice. That seems quite foolish in a game where there's only 5 of you left. If you play your cards wrongly, you will be voted out, and the strong alliances will make it to the end. The old Marantau still has the numbers as it is right now. Honey, Wei Shen, and Nadia from the original camp. But Wei Shen, if allegiances are all that's left now, and Honey and Nadia want to reconnect, where does that leave you?
Well, I suppose I can reconnect with Cheryl and Deborah.
So Wei Shen is saying it's fine if Honey and Nadia have an allegiance, because whether he's just exposed it, he has a relationship with Cheryl and or Deborah. Cheryl, is there a relationship there?
What kind of relationship?
Is there a relationship that exists between you and Wei Shen?
No, I mean, none that is very serious.
So not a serious relationship. It's like we're at a primary school playground and people are denying the love interest. I will say this though, there are 2 types of relationships that will probably make it to the end. One that's formed on a solid bond from the beginning as a team, and 2, the type of relationship that spur out of the game between 2 individuals that have an interest beyond the game for each other. If there is a love interest between Wei Shen and anybody here, that is a threat.
Can I say something?
Yes, Wei Shen.
I think it's always foolish for guys to come into a reality show and fall in love. That is a simple, basic error which should never ever be made.
I agree.
And that's not a mistake I'm going to make.
Wei Shen and Cheryl saying that they will not make love on this show. Whether that is to cover an actual relationship or in fact reveal the truth that there is none between them, we will see. Anybody have any hesitations about spending the night outdoors?
Well, I think
Wei Shen again with a comment.
It's okay.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure. We didn't collect firewood when we came here. So, for me, my concern is that animals will come into the camp, and certain types of animals we are not really comfortable with.
You have what you left the previous wooden house with. So you have to make do with what you do have. From what I've seen, you all really enjoyed it like a holiday. From the moment we set foot on this site and after you set up your tent, there was no effort to collect firewood. There was no effort to plan ahead for food. Any decisions that you make individually or in fact collectively as Merpati, you will have to share and shoulder the burden together. Whether that means that it deteriorates relationships or in fact, you all enjoy suffering together, we shall see. So, since we're outside, voting will change slightly. You will come over to this side. I will hand you a voting block. You will vote. You will then give me the voting block back. After all of that is done, I will ask you to reveal your vote. The person that has the most number of votes will have to get up and leave camp immediately. Wei Sheng, you won the elimination quest today, which means that Wei Sheng cannot be voted for tonight. Any votes towards Wei Sheng will not be counted. With that, we will start the votes. Nadia, you're up first. Alright, let's start. Nadia, how do you make your vote?
I voted on the based on who I think is a threat, who I think actually has the potential to win. But then I decided to change it last minute because I think someone in this team decided to be a bit less motivated.
So Nadia says she wanted to vote out a strong contender, but at the end she decided to vote out somebody that she thinks possibly is less motivated. Honey, how do you vote?
I see this person as a threat.
So the entire basis of your vote is that this person is a threat. Possibly the biggest threat. Wei Sheng, how do you decide on your vote?
The person I voted for is a very strategic threat. At this point in time, I think that's how you need to be voting.
Wei Sheng, again, it's all about strategy to get yourself to the end, to get yourself on top. Deborah, how do you vote?
Like everyone said, this is a competition. Everyone wants to win. This is why I also decided to vote out.
So nobody here is concerned about surviving in the wilderness. Voting out a very strong competitor may possibly imply that you also vote out a very valuable resource to be able to survive. You are not given any more food, any more water. There's nobody here concerned about surviving the last few days without resources. Nobody. So Cheryl, who do you vote for?
I vote for Nadia.
Cheryl voted for Nadia. Nadia, one vote. Nadia, who do you vote for?
Deborah.
Nadia voted for Deborah. One vote Nadia, one vote Deborah. Deborah, who do you vote for? Deborah also voting for Nadia. 2 votes Nadia, 1 vote Deborah. Nadia, 1 more vote and you will be out. Honey, who do you vote for? You gotta say it. Honey refusing to say her vote. Who is it?
Nadia.
Honey also voting for Nadia. Nadia, the person who won today's reward quest, winning a private tent that she has decided to share only with Honey, is still being voted out by Honey. Wei Sheng, for the sake of it, who do you vote for? No pity or remorse whatsoever. Nadia, with a unanimous vote, 4 of your members have voted for you. With that, you have been eliminated. Nadia, your Kampung Quest ends tonight. Thank you. Merpati, you have just voted Nadia off. Honey, she shared her reward with you. How does that sit with you? What was going through your mind when you were making the decision?
Well, I was close with her when I was back in Randall. We were going along well. But then I saw something about her that I don't really like in person. And when she shared the tent to be with me, I think it was because that she knew that there was something wrong with me. I think she could feel it.
So you think that she used the reward to try to buy favor with you, but instead of using that and exploiting it to your advantage, you've just decided to throw it away. Do you think that's a smart move at this point in the game? Couldn't you have used that to manipulate her to get an additional vote, to vote your way, to get you to Final 3 and perhaps even Final 2?
No, because it's just not like that.
So you think that Nadia, despite trying to buy favor from you, would probably not be able to go with your plan? Wei Shen, so how does it feel? You're one of the final 4, the only remaining male contestant on Kampung Quest. You have beat Mikey, Ivan, James, Zura, and Praveen, and tonight Nadia. But every single male contestant has been eliminated. Deborah, was it very difficult for you to vote Nadia out? Yesterday, you and Nadia were the only ones left in Merantau. You spent the entire night with her. You had to pretty much depend on each other because you had nobody left. Today, you went into a merger with Merapi, and I have to say, if the most recent Merapi allegiance was strongest, you and Nadia were always at a disadvantage. Do you feel that threat through the day?
I didn't really think of that. All I knew is that now this is an individual competition and a normal team. She's also a competitor, and I just wanted to work with everything at all, but I didn't really plan out, so I just wanted to.
Cheryl, you have performed the best out of all of the female contestants. Several times, Cheryl has been pivotal in her camp to win challenges. And even when they lost, she was never in doubt to be the weakest link. Tonight, you will vote again. This is also a double elimination night. Only 3 of you will remain in Kampung Quest. You will not be allowed to convene. You will not be allowed to discuss this vote. One by one, I will call you up. You will vote for one more member of Mer Party to leave tonight. Wei Shen, you're up first. In no particular order, I will read out your votes. The contestant that has the most number of votes will be asked to pack your things and leave Kampung Quest immediately. For that one person, his or her Kampung Quest ends tonight. The first vote. Cheryl. Cheryl, 1 vote. Second vote. Honey. Cheryl, 1 vote. Honey, 1 vote. The third vote. Deborah. Cheryl, 1 vote. Honey, 1 vote. Deborah, 1 vote. We are tied. This last vote will decide who will go home tonight. The final vote.
I'm actually very, very surprised that you actually think that I am a strategic player. I can think well, I can organize things well. Because all this while I've been like a nerd. So I guess now it's not about being book smart, but being street smart too. I think Wei Shen will be the winner of Kampung Quest. He knows how to play this game very well. He definitely knows how to mess around with people's mind and trying, to form an alliance